going to start recording right now. So just unmute yourself and start sharing your tips, babe, because you're freaking killing it.
I don't know how I managed to get so lucky. Like, they just blew up out of nowhere. It was just crazy. Actually, I wrote a little script because I'm super Nat, honey. So, first of all, I just want to say you got to be proud of your business. Like, I went around, I work a full-time job and I work this business, right? I went around to all 9 of my coworkers and asked them, I was like, hey, you want to try this keto coffee? It's super good and super easy to make. 6 out of 9 said yeah. And more people want to try it now because of that. I literally walked up to my boss and I'm like, hey, try this. And he loved it. Loved it. So you just got to be proud of your business and flaunt that shit for real. Post about our giveaway at least 3 times a week. That's a major one for me. I find it very beneficial because everyone loves free stuff. It's a great way to put haps up. You know, we have all these scripts for haps and everything, but you need to find wording that's right for you because people aren't going to buy from you if it doesn't seem like something you would say. You need to make it sound like you because they know you. They don't know whoever wrote the script, you know. Make it, yep, exactly. People will buy you before they buy the product. And then start conversations with people. Don't just, like, hey, how's it going? Here's some coffee that I sell. You want to try it? No, I tailor the samples to the people. So I message them about how they like their coffee. If they like it black, obviously you're going to promote Skinny Brew for sure because it's the best black life. If they like stuff that's creamy, salted caramel, keto coffee, peppermint mocha keto coffee in general, literally like tailor it to them. And if they don't want to just do a sample, if they want to actually just go all in, make sure that you're tailoring products to what they need solutions to, because that will help you. Customer service is like key in this right now, guys. And I know that we say this a lot, but host a post. Literally can't express how important haps are. That's how I've gotten all of these samples sold. I did the math, but I think I left it at home. Yes. Let's see. I had 2 people post. One was a person I work with. The other was my mother, who I didn't even ask to post. She just copied and pasted it and got me like 20 samples from her post alone. It's all about who you know and who their friends list is, because you have a certain amount of friends. They're only seeing a certain. What was the post? It was like, hey, my daughter or friend, Sierra Schutte, is looking for people for her weight loss coffee or tea. I posted it in the team page. And it was like, it comes in these flavors. Who already drinks coffee that I know and would love to try it? And I mean, so many people, bam, bam, bam. Ooh, what is this? I want to know more. Like, I can post it in the team page if you guys really want me to. But like I said before, tailor to their needs. I already signed my mom, girl. As a distributor. Oh, you got me thinking on that one. You're right. But yeah, tailor to their needs. Like, I drink my coffee black. I love the keto coffee, don't get me wrong, but Skinny Brew, man, that is my shit. I literally, my DT Mary that I enrolled, she got her Skinny Brew and she's like, I now know why you post about this every single day, because holy S balls, energy, like mind blown emoji. It was just crazy. It was awesome. I loved it. But I don't really have that much. What I offer really is 3 for $15, 5 for $25, and make sure you express free shipping. If you do Skinny Brew samples, and mention that they're going straight. If you guys do through sampling, make sure that it's saying straight from warehouse. And then if I have it on supply, like on hand, I'll dress it up all nice and write a nice little thank you note just saying, hey, thank you for, supporting my business. No, just 3 days or 5 days, you're still helping. So like, dress it up. My brother's girlfriend wanted to try some coffee, and I've never really sent packages before. I dressed it up. She's like, "Oh my God, so cute. I'm gonna have to buy more." Bam! There's another LC. So like a little packaging and a little thank you note can go a long way. I'm telling you that right now. Everyone I've sent samples to that I've dressed up like that have been like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that." I was like, "Well, yeah, I did. You're helping me." Like, yeah, see, I love it. And then in general, I know that winter is a really, really hard time for everyone mentally. At least it is here because seasonal depression is a real freaking thing, and snow everywhere. So what you need to keep doing is keep posting. I don't care if you get 0 likes. I don't care if you get 100 likes. Keep freaking posting and keep flaunting your business, because that's the way that you're going to grow. Like at first, I didn't want to post. I didn't want to do this. And then I started, and look at it. Oh, Nat. But for real, you cannot let the fear of rejection rule your business, because yeah, I didn't want a social media. You're right. I really didn't. And then I talked to my boyfriend about it and like blew my mind. But don't let the no's stop you from reaching the yeses, because you're going to have so many no's, but you're finally going to hear those yeses and another yes and another yes. And it's going to be like a snowball. Just keep working at it. So yeah, yes. Also, 2 LCs, $20. Take advantage of that Christmas cash. Yes. But just flaunt your shit. This is your business. Be a badass bitch and kill it. That's all you got to do. Be a badass bitch. Because we all are. That's why we're on this team, right? Okay.
I just want to announce that my 4-year-old just yelled, "True." That's my kid.
Damn straight, sister. Damn straight, sister.
Connor's laughing. Oh my God, this is too good. Okay, first of all, you're freaking amazing. Second of all, like I put in the comments, Nat clearly signed you. I am obsessed with the fact that you know to personalize things. Y'all, like she said, a little bit goes a long way. And I will tell you, sending Christmas cards, like if you guys send Christmas cards with photos or whatever, I know Nat posted something on the team page about it the other day, send them. I always, after I sign a customer, send a thank you note saying something like, "Thank you so much for your support. You have no idea how much it means to me. Your order is a huge reason why I get to stay home with my kids." Like whatever your why is, incorporate that. People like to know that they're helping somebody. So if they don't feel like they're buying from a big corporation and they feel like they're actually supporting someone, it's going to be a lot harder for them to cancel, like just for their own ego. Okay. So use that to your advantage. But seriously, like, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the Boom like thread, but Sierra has been nonstop boom sample, boom sample, boom sample. I'm like, "Bish, teach me your ways." I literally sent her a text. I was like, "Please teach me your ways." And that's part of the reason why she's on here, because literally I can't. Like, I want that, right? So definitely obsessed with everything that you said. And I don't know, drop a 1 if you guys hopped on the Zoom that Nat put in the team page earlier with Kelsey and Morgan. Y'all, like, I have been going through some shit, and I'm going to be vulnerable for a second just because this is what I wanted to talk about tonight anyways. So this isn't going to be like me training you necessarily, but just being vulnerable. I have been going through some shit, and I've been dealing with postpartum depression even before Emmett was born, and I'm probably going to cry, like, already. Y'all know I get way too fucking emotional on Zooms. Like, way too emotional. But I have been going through some stuff, and like, I have been so depressed and so, like, my ADHD, like my OCD, all of the things, like, I feel like I need to be on medication, and you know, there's some things that I need to deal with, and my doctor and I need to handle, and like, there's some mental health things that I need to take care of. So first and foremost, I want you to know, number 1, if you're going through some stuff like that, 1, you're not alone. 2, take care of yourself, because there is only one of you. And whether it's your kids or your spouse or your friends or just you, like you have to be here. And you are here for a purpose. And the Zoom earlier just reminded me so much that like we have to be vulnerable with each other, both on this team and when you're posting. Be you. Like authenticity speaks so true, not just in your little thank you notes. Like, yes, that goes a long way, but like, especially in signing distributors, especially in creating the environment of a family and a team, and just like the support that we have here, like I've never, ever, 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 ever experienced that somewhere else. The friendships that I've made here, the support that I feel every time that I hop on a Zoom. And I'll tell you, when I'm in my darkest moments, yesterday has been some of the darkest times that I have gone through, and some scary fucking thoughts have been going through my brain. And you know what? I hopped on this Zoom earlier, and I can't tell you how much better I feel. I know it sounds stupid, and I know that this is a business and this is something that we do for money, but you guys, it is so much bigger than that. It is so much bigger than that. And when you start to realize, and we start to train our newbies with the fact that yes, this makes you money, but you are truly, truly, truly changing people's lives. I can tell you I probably wouldn't be alive or here today if it were not for this company and for this business, because the self-development that it's taught me, the things that it's taught me to reach out when I need help, to be vulnerable, to talk to people about the things that I need. And the fact that people come to me and just slide in my DMs, whether they purchase something from me or not, because they feel what I feel, the community is unreal, right? So I don't know about you guys, but like it just hit home. And I want you to know that, like I said, whatever you're going through, number one, you're not alone, but two, like, sis, what you're going through is because that, and she said, I can't remember exactly what she said, but she said something like, the season that you're going through, she's talking to another girl, is what triples go through. It is what diamonds go through. It is what rubies go through. Like the season that you're in is a test to see how big your fucking balls are to get to the next stage. You're asking for some big girl shit right now. You're asking for that big paycheck. You're asking for, like, and I tell Connor, we talk about it all the time, babe, huh? Like doing the San Antonio trip and going on this thing, like we're asking for some big boy shit. Yeah. Like this is no joke. Selling our house, moving across the freaking country. Like that is not a small feat. That is not a ruby paycheck. I need triple for that, right? And to get triple, I need an army. You guys are my army. And without you, I can't do it. And you can't go ruby and you can't go diamond without your army. So sis, like wherever you're headed, whatever, and I'm gonna get emotional again, but like whatever season and like trials and tribulations that you're going through, like it is for a purpose. And you are being taught something. And someone is watching over you. And like I said, I probably wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you guys. And like the things that I want in life for my family. A 9-to-5 cannot provide that for me. And it can't provide it for you. Like the people who are coming with me, when we go to triple, when we move across the country, is not the people who want to make $50. It is the people who want to touch lives. It's the people who truly want this. And I don't want the people who just want like to put on a front that they're a business owner, to say that they did this and start and never do anything, right? And I'm just so thankful because you guys are it. And even if all of you don't come with me all of the way, because I'm not naive enough to think that way, there are people, if you go back on my YouTube, y'all will see on my Zooms, there are like literally 10-folds of people who were on my Zooms when I very first started that are not here today. In fact, there's about 3 from when I first started. And I really wanted to talk about that because the last Zoom we didn't really get to, but you guys, people are going to quit. People are going to leave. And there are very few people who are willing to do what it takes and willing to be here for the long haul. But you know what? It is so worth it. And when you get that crew, you feel that community. Going back to what I was very first saying, you feel that community. You feel that strength. And when I hopped on that Zoom earlier, I was literally bawling in the shower, like straight up. I needed that. I needed to hear that the season that I'm going through, no matter how fucking hard it is for a purpose. You are not having life slap you across the face, boo. It is teaching you something. Grab some big balls and put them on because you're asking for a lot. And I have to remind myself of that when we look at where we're headed, when we're looking at moving across the freaking country. We're asking for a lot. I'm asking for a big paycheck. So are you guys. That's why you're here. You're asking for the next level. And you're being put through the test of whether or not you are capable of handling that. So I know I've got like super emotional and just like super hyped, and I always like yell and get super like passionate about when I'm talking, and I always sweat my balls off when I do these Zooms. But it's because I care so much about you guys, and I care so much about this business, it's kind of gross. Like, I've never had something in my life other than my family that I've been this passionate about and this willing to get so sweaty and hyped over and show you guys that and be so vulnerable and talk about what I'm going through. That's uncomfortable for me. I don't like talking about that. It brings me to tears because I barely even share that shit with my husband, right? But I share it with you guys because I know I'm not alone. I know that you guys are going through postpartum just like I am. I know you guys are going through job loss just like my husband is. I know you guys are moving just like I am. I know you guys want more. And that is why we're in this together. And that's why hopping on Zooms, and I cannot stress it enough, is so freaking important. I don't even care if they're not mine. Hop on top leader Zooms. Get on anything that you possibly can. Get your ass to conference. I don't care what it takes. Because if you don't, you won't have the future that you want. And I don't mean that just because of this business. It could be anything. But if you don't plug in, if you don't fill your cup, you're pouring from nothing. You guys, I've been in literally like I said, the darkest moments of my life the last 2 days. I've had thoughts that no one should have over the last 2 days. And I'm here not because of it works, but because of you and because of what I want for my kids. And that shit is worth more than anything. So spending 60 minutes on a Zoom to like get poured into is obvious. Listening to self-development is obvious. Sending the 20 freaking messages, whatever it is obvious, right? Because you want more. So I just challenge, I don't know why I'm sharing this. I don't know why like I'm talking about this, but I challenge you, like, if that is something that you are feeling right now, or if this hits home for you, or like you haven't, like, don't understand why I'm so passionate because you weren't on the last Zoom before this, like, I'm sorry. But y'all, like, you are called here for a reason, and you're not here just out of coincidence. Like, you have a specific purpose and people that you are supposed to touch, and I'm supposed to share this because someone on this call needs to hear it. You're not alone. I know that there are days that you don't finish your 6 list because I don't either. I know that there are days that you don't hop on a Zoom because you don't feel like it, because sis, I don't either. But I promise you, every time that you do, you feel so good. How good do you feel when you sign a customer? How good do you feel when you mark everything off on your KPI list? How good do you feel? Every day is not going to be perfect, you guys, but you have to remember why you're here. And you have to remember why you started this. And you have to remember why the freaking KPI list exists. It's not to check something off of a sheet. It's not just to send 20 messages because you want to do busy work. It is because there are 20 people that need this just as bad as you do. Every time that you do self-development, it's because your kids need you. It's because you need you. Every time that you grow your network, you are reaching more people who need this. So I want you to look at it differently. I want you to look at this business not as a chore, but as something that you have to do because people deserve what you have to offer. And when you feel like you're in a dark place, there are 100 other people who have it just as bad, if not worse than you do, right? And I don't say that to demean anything that we are going through individually, but I say that because, again, they need you. They need you to tell your story and to post and to talk about the things you're going through. And I'm not telling you to air all your dirty laundry. There's shit that no one knows that goes on in my life, right? But when you do have those vulnerable moments, whether it be as a leader, in conversation with another distributor, on a Zoom with a customer who's struggling with their weight, or maybe with hair loss, or whatever it is, like, you are reaching them for a purpose. So I'm going to stop repeating myself because I feel like I'm going in circles, but I think y'all get my point. Like, you have to show up not only for you and for your family and for your why, but for every single other person that you are going to come in contact with. Because just like you're struggling, they are too. There is another mom out there who is literally on the brink of suicide, or is on the brink of losing her kids, or has just lost her job and doesn't know how she's going to provide for her family. And only because of me is she going to find another route. Only because of you is someone else going to find what they're struggling with, the resolution, through you, right? So you have to be that person. So every day that you're showing up for your business, it is for those people, and it is because of the struggles that you are going through. And you have to remember, tell yourself, I'm asking for, like, I seriously, Connor and I talk about it all the time. We're asking for some big shit. We're asking for some big moves. So are we ready? Are you willing to play? Are you going to buck up? And if not, then you don't deserve that, right? So if you're going to ask to level up, then sis, you best level up, right? And Kelsey and Morgan were talking about tonight. If you want to be that double diamond, what does that double diamond look like? Who are they? How do they treat their family? How do they treat their distributors? What does completing their daily tasks look like? What does it look like when they're having a bad day? What does it look like when they're having a good day? And then start embodying that person. So I love you guys. I don't know why I'm sharing this. I don't know what I'm even thinking or what my point is, but I just honestly had to speak from my heart after hearing that. I don't know. Someone needed to hear that. But all of that aside, things that are working for me. I love you guys too. You're so sweet. Things that are working for me. TikToks and Reels. I can't tell you how freaking much I mean that. When I talk about it on our team page, when I go live about it, it's not because it's fun or because I want to stick my finger at my butt and just talk about TikToks all day, okay? I'm talking about it because it works. No pun intended, okay? So when you post a TikTok, like, there are some things, you guys, and I was telling Connor about it today, it's so funny because all that matters, it doesn't even matter that it's good content or that you have a good filter or that you look pretty. I'm literally in a freaking t-shirt with milk stains all over me and my hair like up in a bun and no makeup in every freaking one of my TikToks, okay? And there's all these girls on TikTok that I literally want to vomit at because they're in booty shorts and they got all their makeup done and their hair did, and I'm like, sis, how the hell do you have time for that, okay? All of that aside, it doesn't matter what the content is, just produce it, okay? I will have videos that get 50 views, 100 views, 200 views, and then literally I post a random ass video and it's got 15,000 views and I gained 3,000 followers overnight, right? So TikToks and Reels are working huge, especially because I do a lot of them that are not business related. Like, I'll do random ones, super random. And then like the fourth one, I'll do a business one and I'll get so many texts. And that day I don't stress out if I don't get enough haps up because I'm getting 20 DMs or 20 texts specifically to me without sending any messages or getting any haps up just because I did a TikTok. It literally takes like 3 minutes to do, y'all. And I give you guys ideas. So I'll try to be better about it. But honestly, like, go to my page. If you were like, oh, I don't know what to post, or like I feel so awkward about it, do you not think that I sweat every time that I post a TikTok? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing, okay? Like, I am not the TikTok queen. I have no clue what I'm doing, you guys. But I just try it and I play with it. So I suggest you guys do the same. And then just being consistent. And I'll preach this every single day of my life. But consistency has truly paid off in my business. The people who are like on the fence or have been watching me for a long time only join me instead of somebody else because I show up every day. And they know that they can count on me as a leader when they join me to show them how to do this every day. And then I'm not going to leave them in the dark. So he's getting frustrated, but probably because I'm sweating my ass off and talking about random shit. But if anybody has anything else to share, great. Go ahead and unmute yourself. I'll give it a minute, and then if not, that's okay too.
Well, the only thing I wanted to say is a part of the whole like samples thing is if you guys don't feel like you can't give out samples if you don't have extra product. Like, I know I can speak for myself, but Lex for sure. Like, if you guys need samples of anything and everything, like her and I have disgusting amounts of closets full of just product that we're trying to like work through. So don't feel like you can't ask for some or whatever. Like Sierra has asked for some for sure. And like, I just say, you know, like for myself, I do the 3 for $15 or whatever, and she can sell for however much she wants. And she just sends me the money and I ship it out like the next couple days or whatever. But don't feel like you can't ask for product, please. And I mean, like, even if you don't think we have it, we have a disgusting amount of it. So feel free, ask for help, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, don't be embarrassed. Don't be nothing. It's like, we're all benefiting each other. We're all here for each other. I'm drooling, so I'm going to go ahead and mute.
Yes, one team, one mission, and sorry for getting so hyped, y'all. Again, somebody had to hear that, but I love you guys, and I'll post this recording soon or whatever if you want to send it to your teams and let them watch me cry. But Sierra, thank you so much for sharing your tips, and I appreciate you guys.